Alright, I'm going to start uploading videos more often, and instead of quality, you're going to get quantity. I don't even have a real good camera. This is, I'm using the Google Nexus 7. It's got 1080p, but it's a son of a, you know what, to upload to YouTube. It takes a lot of time. And I'm going to aim for 10 minutes for YouTube's advertising quanta. So I'll just go over some things I noticed. So first off, these batteries have had more than one owner. Why do I say that? Well, the last owner used these steel nuts that rusted. I haven't been able to get that one off yet. I've used something called PB Blaster to loosen nuts before. I've also used heat, things like that. I just haven't had a lot of time to work on this particular one. All the rest I've been able to remove. But I also discovered I replaced the nuts with stainless steel nuts. These are jam nuts. I don't have the size for you. Sorry. I'll do that in another video. But they're made by this company here. Really good. Feel good. They're not gonna rust. They're quality nuts. So, but here's what I discovered. Edison used a proprietary thread, and I haven't found out what it is. And I don't, even if I did find out what it was, I don't think you can replicate it. I think should I say it? I think it's 9/16. I'm trying to remember, but don't quote me on that. I'll do another video where I'll discuss it. Basically, Edison's thread is in between coarse and fine thread. I think it's 9/16. So nothing you can get. I've tried both the coarse and thin threads. They don't thread all the way on. That's about as far as you can get, which is fine. You just need something you can brace against, and you can, any kind of gaps and stuff you can space with copper washers, which I've done before. But the latest owner, or one of the owners of these, was so mad and frustrated that they literally rethreaded all the Edison proprietary threads to, I think, 9/16. And I can tell because, see those two, looks like a spider bite, literally like a spider bite. That's a indicator of a rethreading tool. And if you look at each of these, spider bite, the ones that are preserved anyway. Another one here, spider bite. See that? So someone was perturbed with the proprietary stuff. Either they couldn't, well, obviously they couldn't replicate it, or they just, so they rethreaded it with a more typical thread, which is really interesting to me. I got a hoard of nickel cadmium and nickel iron batteries, and these are the least tampered with of this size. This particular size is let me find out one that I can read. Let me see. It's a D8, a Delta 8. These are all Delta 8s. I'll do another video what that means, and they all have their serial numbers on them as well. Obviously, with it's a serial number, and then that's a date code. I'll do a video on that as well if I remember. So we're at the 5-minute mark. What else can I fill this up with? So down here are the original proprietary connectors. I don't know if it's for these sets or a different set. Each set had a different size. We could check real quick while we're here if this fits on. But oh shoot. But this is copper. This is a nickel-clad copper, solid copper. Yeah, these are too small. That one's too small. And oh, I had it backwards. So in there, it's beveled. Do you see that? It goes to it's tapered. See, it'll go on like that, and that created quite a surface area for the nominal 1.2 volt connection. So, and then what I'm hoping is, yeah, see, because that won't throw it on anymore on that particular one. That one's not been buggered. See, there's no two little vampire teeth marks. This one's been buggered. It might go down farther. Try that. So you're gonna, if you get on into these batteries, you're gonna run into all kinds of unanticipated tomfoolery, and depending on the skill level of people, I'll show in some other videos I'll make. I'll show some of the gosh awful. Yeah, that'll work. This is the one that's been modified, and that'll actually work and secure on there to some degree. And if not, I can put some washers in there, some copper washers, and fix that up. So they would connect like that. I should have my voltmeter out here, but I'm just trying to do a quick video. Like I said, this is going to be a series of videos, and I really appreciate if people would leave comments and questions and things, and give me some ideas of what to pursue. So there's different stages of decay on here. The industrial versions were triple plated nickel, but still, when they've been abused, different oxidations and things have gotten to it. There's two different types of gland seals. There's octagon type, which is a later model, and then the earlier model looked like a flower. It looked like a flower, real like little petal looking things. So these are the later version. I'll do a video on that if I remember how to use the gland seals to date these. And these are the boss holes. These are, looks like somebody glued on some. That's a shoddy looking job, and they actually stayed on. These are rubber, and then this would go into a wood case. So a lot of these caps are oxidized to where you can't read them. But here's one that's particularly good shape. West Orange, New Jersey. That factory has been converted into apartments and light and shops and light industrial. That's next to the Edison Museum. I think. I'm trying going from my memory and stuff. So normally you don't want to open these up. One of the things I read, it was you don't want to open these up. It's like a surgeon opening a patient. What I mean by that is looking inside. But we'll do it for the camera. We'll see. I haven't added any electrolyte to these. We'll see what we can see in there. So that needs all to be cleaned out. I can't. There's not. I don't need. I need a flashlight to look in there. Don't use. They say in the manuals, don't use a match or anything because that could set off the hydrogen. So it'd be interesting to test these with a voltmeter. So maybe I should come back with a voltmeter and things. But it's getting late. It's getting late. Okay, we're at the 10-minute mark. So let me upload this video and we'll see what else. Get some questions ready for me. All right. All right. Thanks so much. Oh, one last thing. This is a rare connector. These would be actually in a wood case, but to connect the wood case batteries, you would use one of these connectors. So it's not been preserved very well, but get an idea. And like the others, it's also beveled. That side is smaller than that side. Okay, so let's end this video. If I make it too long, the upload will be horribly hard to wait for. Okay.